Hi, welcome to Morning Coffee. Security is an issue for all of us, whether we're at home or at church. Most of us have locked doors on our homes, and the same is true for the church, and that's the first layer of our security plan. But over the last year in the congregation here, we've had an increasing conversation around church security. It all began because our preschool program, First Steps, has sensed the need to increase the security for their particular area of the church. And the regulators that oversee that program have encouraged us to do so. So our trustees were tasked with coming up with a plan to secure that area. Sadly, because of fire code regulations and the way our building is constructed, those original plans have fallen through. And so the trustees went back and were told by the church council to develop a plan about security for the entire church building. Well, last night at our church council meeting, they approved a plan to install, you might say, a new way to lock the building. These will be by remote and by computer, and we'll have access points where people in the office, both the First Steps office and the church office, will be able to let people in or unlock doors. And the computer will allow us to unlock the doors in the times and periods we want them to be unlocked. Now comes the hard part, deciding what the protocols are for when we unlock and which doors we unlock, and how do we know when to let someone in or when to try to keep them out. It's the same issues we've always had with keys and locks, but now it's just on a little bit broader scale. And so we're having conversations around the church. We're months away from anything physically changing at the church in terms of locked doors, but now's the time to talk about the protocols, the decisions on how best to do that, to try to be as hospitable and welcoming as possible, but also safe and secure, and to keep the participants, the staff, the Keystone participants, and the First Steps participants safe. So, if you're interested in being a part of that conversation, I invite you on next Wednesday, September 5th, to a coffee, dessert, and difficult conversation here at our church. We'll be in the multi-purpose room, and it'll begin at 5:30 with the coffee and dessert. And we'll have presentations by our trustee chair, by Elizabeth Bonner, director of First Steps, by Reverend Chris Black. He'll talk about some of the theological implications of how Christians can provide security. And we'll continue the conversation about how best to lock our doors or unlock them. I invite you to come. We look forward to a spirited conversation. But remember, the goal of difficult conversations is to learn to treat each other with love and respect even when we disagree. So, with that spirit in mind, I invite you to come next Wednesday night at 5:30. Thanks, and have a great day.